Hello and welcome to my first live. Welcome to live here on Tamra LaRese's channel. So obviously I'm Tamra LaRese. It's good to meet you. Thank you for joining. So got some big things in store here. Like the thumbnail said, major changes. And if you're paying attention to anything astrologically or even what's going on in your life, you can see that there is some shifting afoot. And I mean, like the ground is moving underneath us. It literally feels as if like the puzzle pieces are moving at a very rapid pace. Like we're in some sort of a game and we're not really sure exactly how things are panning out. But we can tell that it's things are going, things are definitely happening. So it's a really good time to be able to recognize first and foremost, the most important part of this is that it's all happening in your favor. It's all happening for your good. So most of what's going on in the skies is taking direction from Venus, and Venus is so good about like cause and effect, right? Think about the judgment card, cause and effect, not judgment, justice. Sorry, justice, the justice card, Libra. So she wants things to pan out fairly and balancedly for you, but she's doing this, karmically, like cause and effect. That's what karma is. It's just cause and effect. So, and what she's really looking at, so it's not as if the planet's looking at you. It's not quite right. We all have Venus aspects inside of us, inside of our natal chart. Okay. So this aspect of you within your own field is able to recognize what your heart wants, what your true desires are. And then when we have planetary alignments that are really supportive of that and like activates this inside of ourselves and in our bodies and in our, where our awareness is, right? So this Venus aspect within us is being able to take a look at what's in our heart, what we truly desire, and then help to move those chess pieces around using the, kind of directing the other planets and what's being activated within us through them to help with the shift, right? So today, I think it's the 14th, 15th, depending on where you live, we've got this Mars conjuncting, I think it's Jupiter in Taurus. I got to use my glasses, guys. Yeah, so it's Mars conjunct Jupiter. And so it's a very good day for us to be able to come together and recognize something. Like Jupiter he's good fortune. It's the wheel of fortune in the tarot. And he's always optimistically looking at how you can expand through wisdom. Okay. He also stands for wisdom. And Mars is like, let's go for it. It's very ambitious. Like I'm gonna make things happen. I don't care what I need to move, what needs to move, but I'm gonna make things happen. And I said it was in Taurus. I apologize. It's all in Gemini. It's all in Gemini, which is very cerebral. Okay. And so you're going to be able to have inspiring thoughts. You're going to have these great ideas about how to expand your life. And so it's really exciting, but here's the key to it. The key is it has to be in harmony with that Venus part of this. It has to be in harmony with what your heart truly desires. Okay. So it's this whole month is just a test of authenticity. How much do you know yourself? How clear are you with the fundamental, like general statement of what it is that you want? Okay. I'll give you guys an example of this. So for me, so I'm just using this as an anecdotal, so that you can get an idea of how to relate this to your physical life. Okay, so we're not just talking about something arbitrary here like planets and energy. No, all of that energy has to do with what is being produced in your life. If you look at yourself like you're a crystal, okay, I like to do this, okay? I look at myself like I'm a crystal. And if I think about crystals, right, I think about this crystal right here or this crystal here. They hold very specific energies, right? They're very focused on the type of energies that they hold, which then, just like planets, activate you because planets are giant crystals. And you are too, okay? So when I think about like what energies are active inside of me or what, so let's separate out just a little bit for the sake of clarity here. So if you think about your soul or your spirit, your higher self being that pure crystal energy, okay? And your higher self is always positively oriented because by natural law of the universe, positive energy is what moves things forward. Now, it does take the propelling action with the negative. So it's negative and positive that creates spin, which creates magnetic pull, which is what is law of attraction is all about, okay? It's what you're attracting in your life. But your higher self is always looking at everything because it's extremely sophisticated. It's not numb or unaware of what's going on in your life. It's very aware of what's going on in your life. And your higher self is positively extracting from every situation that's going on in your life the preference, okay? And it holds it like a crystal. It's holding that potential like a crystal. And our job from a 3D human perspective is to have the contrasting experiences to come to a point of clarity on what that preference is. And that's when we're matching or harmonizing in resonance with our higher self. Okay. So a lot of us already know this, but being able to remind ourselves in really potent, energetic times like this is very helpful. So I'm a crystal. My higher self is a crystal. If I can have a clear idea of what it is that I'm asking for. So let's get back to that example that I was about to share with you guys for me. So for many years, I have been offering tarot readings. Okay. But I had many offerings within my business. And so I had many offerings within my business, and I had thought, my human self had thought that there was another avenue that I was going to be moving forward with in order to go bigger and bigger. And that was the avenue or the stream in one of these other offerings other than tarot that was going to expand. Okay. It was like this struggle. But, I just kept going, like I'm just going to make it through. Right. And the feedback that I kept getting that I wanted to be stubbornly ignoring was how many calls and appointments I would get for tarot readings, right? And I'm like, yeah, that's great. But this other thing is what I'm called to do, right? This other thing is what I'm supposed to be doing in my mind. So I keep doing the tarot readings, and then I start my YouTube channel. I start getting serious about my YouTube channel, and I was kind of all over the place. So I'm focused on law of attraction, and I'm focused on energetic readings for what's going on energetically for us, energetic pulse of the collective. Am I focused on tarot? Am I focused on astrology? Am I focused on all of it at once? And it was really confusing to the algorithm, to be honest with you. And I was even bringing like the Greek mythology because that describes the energies, the universal cosmic energies, as these, Greek, the mythology stories, Greek and Roman. Planets are named after the Roman gods. So I was bringing all of these into play, and now there's a clue. If it is confusing to the algorithm, the YouTube algorithm is probably confusing to spirit as well, or attraction as far as law of attraction goes, and what I'm attracting in my life. So it's kind of like, I was getting a little bit of everything, right? And a couple of months ago, I was like, okay, this very clear message came through that it's time to focus in on one thing and fine tune that machine. Okay. And so it became clear to me, okay, tarot reading, because I enjoy it so much. It's a lot of fun, right? It's a lot of fun. It's enjoyable. It's easy because I have a lot of fun with it. And I can use my psychic abilities, the psychic medium that I have, was born with. And I can use that easily with the tarot, and it's fun. So in my human mind, I'm thinking, okay, we'll do the tarot. We'll have fun on this YouTube channel. And then if this other offering, maybe I can just spend more time like starting to gather, content for that and do this other YouTube channel over here. But again, the feedback that I was getting was about tarot. And it took me a little bit to go, this, at least for right now. I kept feeling like, let that other one go. Let that other idea go. Just suspend it. Just kind of, just let loose of it and work with this. And now, okay, so if you remember from my readings throughout the weeks, the last week and the week before, or this week and the week before, I was saying things like, by the end of August, we are going to find ourselves in a different place than where we expect it to be. So as of last week, I'm having a conversation with a friend. She's sharing with me about somebody that she follows on YouTube and how they do the lives, and that frees up time from having to do like recorded content and all of the editing and all the uploading and downloading and blah, blah, blah. I'm swear to God, you guys, it's so many hours of that stuff. And I just thought, wow, that's a really great idea. And you know what? Here we go. What I truly desire is community. What I truly desire is to connect with those who are like-minded, those who are interested in the same kind of conversations that I'm interested in. And so that was another big clue that, I could go live. I don't have to. YouTube used to have us waiting until we were, had 1,000 subscribers. As you guys see that I'm literally at like 100 subscribers, right? But I desire to go live with you guys. That's what I really want. And so with the information and then pondering it for a little bit, I'm like, wait a minute, I don't have to wait to go live. I can go live with you guys now, and I can actually start doing my readings with you guys live in real time, right? And now it stays on YouTube for those who are able to, join later and aren't able to join during the live. But that was the thing, is like, I did not expect myself. It really kind of became clear to me over the last couple of days that YouTube lives are just the way to go. And that was so exciting to me. And then to be able to have an extended reading in a more intimate and sacred space with those who want to go deeper with the messages and want to use the tarot for, wisdom and in creating their best life and seeing things that maybe we can't always necessarily see for ourselves, because sometimes we can't see the forest through the trees, right? All of us. It doesn't matter how psychic you are, you're still the one living your life. And sometimes you can get, a little bit out of, it can get a little cloudy. And so it's always helpful to have like some additional insight. And I use tarot for that for myself and for, my clients. And then if you guys want to go deeper, well, you can join my Patreon community to go deeper on those extended, to be able to really hone in on the wisdom of what's coming through and be able to ask questions. Okay. So that leads me to a little bit of, so that let's to put a nice little neat bow on that. Venus had been aware, or the Venus aspect within me had been aware of what I truly wanted, was to connect with my community of like-minded people and to be able to have live interactions with you guys, and to be able to do something that I enjoy, that's a lot of fun, and that is, easily understood by, most people. The tarot's out there, much more than it ever used to be. It's pretty, fairly mainstream at this point. I mean, you probably couldn't talk to somebody about it in the grocery store, but maybe a little bit easier than you would have been before. Maybe have a conversation with the cashier about it. And so it's gaining a lot of traction. So it's easy for me to be able to find people to connect with in terms of this. And Venus is like, so when we're talking about, how our higher self is helping with this, Venus heart centered, and of course your higher self being aware of what your heart desires, your higher self is always going to bring about the manifestation through the easiest route possible. Okay. So I want to touch back for just a moment on being a crystal. Okay. So if you were to take a hold of a crystal that had all kinds, now there's master crystals that cleanse themselves, but there are the other ones that don't necessarily cleanse themselves, and you have to do that cleansing period, right? So if you consider that your higher self is like that pure crystal, that master crystal, and your physical body is picking up all of these other energies and being swayed all over the place, you have to use your higher self to do that master responsibility of cleansing, so that you can hone in on and have clarity on what it is that you're attracting or manifesting. Okay, so on that note, when it comes to comments here and winning that free reading with me, there are some parameters here. So you have to be present on the live in order to be eligible for the win, and you have to comment. Now, YouTube gives us gives creators a parameter of, in order to leave a comment, do you want people to be a subscriber? Heck yeah, I want you guys to subscribe. I want this channel to go places. We want to get it out there, and the more people watching, the more influence that the cards have, the more dynamic spirit can be with those messages. So I love that part of spirit. The more people involved, more energy there is, right? So so now, and your higher selves connecting, everybody who's watching can help drive that spiritual message, like I said, in a bigger and broader way. So so now you need to be a subscriber. You have to leave a comment, but the comments that are going to be eligible are the comments about what you're aligning to in order to manifest that in your life. Okay, so we're always aligning to something. You say, I'm aligned. Well, yeah, what are you aligned to? What are you aligned to? And how much of your energy is in harmony with what that you are? That's what alignment is. How much of my energy is aligned with what I'm trying to manifest? So if I'm spending my time irritated about that, or frustrated about this, or reacting to this circumstance that's going on, am I really spending my energy as wisely as I could in actual alignment with what I want? I'm not going to say that you're not going to have a reaction to things going on in your life, but how long do you need to stay in that energy? Do you need to talk about it with everybody? No, probably not a good idea. Do I need to bring things from yesterday into today? How much baggage from yesterday belongs in today? The answer is zero. The answer is zero. So the best practice for this is to be able to go to sleep at night with your hand on your heart and say thank you. You don't need to worry about who you're saying thank you to. You don't need to worry about what you're saying thank you for. But laying your hand or hands on your heart, one hand is for receiving and one hand is for asking. Just say thank you, because prayers that are said through thank you are the prayers that are going to easily be answered. Why? Because it's positive energy, and positivity is what actually moves things forward. When you wake up in the morning, first thing you do, lay your hands on your heart and say, thank you. That's it. Thank you. And it gives you this uplifting feeling. And then come back after you take care of, some early morning business, come back being comfortable, connect with your breath for the first 10 minutes, just breathe. And what will happen is you will be suspending any of your thoughts from the day before, and you are tuning into that positive energy of your higher self, so that those manifestations that are designed for you, that are prepared by your higher self, are there for you. Now, the next piece of this is to be able to open yourself up to ideas. And this is a very potent time for ideas, right? So if you are too stressed inside your body, too constricted, or too obsessed with how things have to be, or the money aspect, or the love aspect, or I'm not saying that those can't be, those are important, but angsting, like you're angsting or yearning for that financial part, or that love partner, or health, to be be in a healthy body. If you're angsting over those things, you're constricting yourself. Okay, you're not allowing fresh life force energy to move through your body. We, by nature, fundamentally are creators. And in order to tap into our innate ability to create, we have to be relaxed. And when we're relaxed, our mind is open, and we feel a general positivity or satisfaction about our life. It helps us to remain open, to let more fresh life energy move through us. That fresh life energy is pure source energy, infinite intelligence, right? So we have to be open to receive those ideas. Being able to recognize that you have angst or yearning over a particular subject in your life is going to, okay, so if you recognize it without judgment, you will begin to see, just take note of it. Like, observation is quantum physics 101. The observer changes the outcome. Literally, all you have to do is observe it, and you will start getting insight about it. And what you'll begin to realize is that Your angst is constricting you, not letting fresh information come in. And if you can't handle that fresh information or fresh ideas, you're holding yourself in a lower state of consciousness. It's a lower state of consciousness that's going to be angsting or trying or forcing, and obsessing, yearning. It's going to be obsessing is a lower state of consciousness. Can you have a strong intention for something? Absolutely. Can you have a clear vision of where you're going? Absolutely. But it takes the ability to open ourselves up to be able to have that fresh energy to give us the ideas, inspiring step by step so that we're enjoying it. And people talk about this all the time. Are you enjoying the journey? And if you're not allowing yourself to be open to fresh ideas, you're not enjoying the journey and you're holding yourself in a lower state of consciousness. It's that simple. So simply observing it is amazing. That's brilliant. Just observe it, right? No judgment. This is what I see I'm doing. And now I can begin to get that insight to begin to move to a higher state of consciousness. Okay, so why specifically is all of this that I'm going into even important right now when we're talking about major changes? Well, first of all, you want to be in charge of the creations of your life, right? You want to be at the driver's seat of the creations of your life. And that's how you get in the driver's seat. Okay. So, the next part of that is that we have so many planets right now in mutable signs. We have Saturn in Pisces. We have Neptune in Pisces, both in retrograde. We have Venus in Virgo. We have Jupiter and Mars in Gemini. And all of those mutable energies are giving us the ability to free ourselves from that constriction that we may normally be feeling of, like, this is how it's supposed to be, and will allow the avenue, like now this live manifestation for me, this is mine. What is it for you? And that's what I want to know. That's what I would love to hear from you guys. The interaction that I would love to see from you guys is, what is it that you're aligning to? What is this crystalline energy within you that you are now aligned to? What is it that is opening up? What avenue is opening up for you? Okay, what does that look like? And with this, all of these mutable energies, what we're going to see here is the ability to be flexible with our ability to bring in those fresh ideas and tap into source energy. Now, what happens when all of those planets leave? Well, guess what? You had the experience of flexibility, and so it doesn't matter if you're all fixed or you know what I mean, all earth, or you know what I'm saying. It doesn't matter so much as the fact that you have experienced it. You know what it feels like, and so you can get quiet with your higher self at any point in your life and be able to tap into that feeling of open flexibility at any point to be able to start to move things a little bit more freely. All right. Okay. So now, having said all of that stuff, the point here is that the next point here that I want to say is that the readings that I will be doing, I thought would be a lot of fun, given that's mutable energy, to start with mutables, okay, and then move to cardinal, and then move to fixed energies, and how the current energies are impacting each one of those areas. Okay, are they areas? What are they? Aspects? I'm not really sure. So, how are the current energies impacting us as mutables, us as cardinals, us as fixed? And a lot of us will probably have many of those in our chart, different places. So depending on if it's your Venus is in a mutable or your Venus is in fixed, Venus is the love and money, right? So you can listen for that, and sort of place it there if you're familiar with your natal chart. Okay, so like I said, I'll be doing these, and then if you are interested in going deeper with me for extended readings, which is also the Q&A. Now, I'll be answering questions in the Patreon tier 2 for extended. You'll go extended from the YouTube is the tier that you want to select. So we'll be doing that live, where I'll be Q&A answering questions there, but I will also be bringing community members on screen if that's something that you're interested in, to be able to ask specific questions about the readings from today and the readings from earlier this week or earlier this morning through this last Tuesday. Okay, so we can answer questions and do extended readings on those. And I thought that'd be a really great way for us to meet each other and to really form this community of like-minded people. Okay, so I will go now to the tarot and begin your readings, starting with the mutable signs. All right. And I am going to begin with the gold foil tarot. If you are interested in the gold foil or any of the decks that I use, the description or the links are in the description box. Also, the link for the Patreon is in the description box. And if you're interested, of course, in a live reading, I am still doing those live readings for clients at this time. And that link is in there as well. Okay. All right. So let's dive in. So mutable energies are Pisces, Gemini, Virgo, and Sagittarius. So with all of these energies, and you guys, in a few days, guess what? Guess what's going to happen? We're going to have the big one. We're going to have that Aquarian full moon that is huge, huge. What's happening here, guys, is that whatever we had started, whatever been initiated in our lives in December of 2020, we are getting some real big action on that. So get really clear with yourself. What was going on in your life December of 2020? All right. First card for our mutables, Pisces, Gemini, Virgo, is the King of Pentacles. Well, we love that card, right? We love that card. That is Taurus. That is you having done the tough stuff, the hard work in your life, and have gained an enormous amount of wisdom within the things that you have been engaging in, where you've been putting that hard work in, and now you are being able to reap the rewards and build your empire. You're building your empire from that wisdom. We have the king. Holy. Okay, now the King of Wands. King of Wands is Leo. This is opening up opportunities for you. Okay, do you see how that king is ready to take action there? He's ready to just move as soon as that opportunity heads his way. He's ready to take action. This is charismatic. This is fun. This is heart-centered. This is lovely. This is opportunities. Creative opportunities coming your way in order to manifest, because Leo is also the sun, and the sun talks about physical manifestation. This is earth, physical manifestation. Okay, you've got some really strong fixed absolutes in your financial well-being and your opportunities coming your way. So now we have the Judgment card. The Judgment card, you're aligned with your higher purpose. Okay. So when we have the Judgment, you see how there's those people there rising up from their coffins. So what this talks about is, this is a childlike curiosity. This is masculine energy. And then there's feminine energy here. And then there's, all this extra parts of you. So we're talking about all of these being embodied, all of these essences being embodied within you, and those parts working together as a whole. I love this because we have this Leo stands for childlike curiosity also. Okay. So Judgment here is where you're calling up any parts of those areas in your life that had been dormant in order to keep you where you have been, raising that up, essentially activating. You see that trumpet call from this higher call, this higher version of yourself. This is an angel, but still it's your higher self is connected to the angelic realm, right? And so you, and it's we have the healing here. Like you will find the well-being, the most healed and healthy version of yourself as you allow these parts of you that are being activated within you to rise up, to work together as a whole. Think about well-being and wholeness as one, right? All of those areas of myself coming together to bring me to this new place, this new stage, this new phase, this new quantum leap in my life that is fulfilling to my soul's desires, according to my soul and my heart's desires. Okay. And where does that drive from? Yes, we have intentions from before we were born that our soul, our destiny, right? That our soul had put in place for us for what we wanted to fulfill and experience in this life. But a lot of that also comes from feedback from this current reality that we've been living in your whole life. So what is it that you're interested in? What it is that you're fascinated in? That's going to give you the biggest clue on where it is that you are being called to go, okay, what your path is. All right. So what is it that you're fascinated with? What is sparking that or igniting that spark of joy, that God spark within you? And that's creativity. Just simply out of being aware of what you're fascinated with, what you're interested in. That will gain momentum, and that's your path. Okay, that's your path. All right, so now we've got these three beautiful cards here. You guys are doing amazing right now. I mean, this is your time to shine, really, right? Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and we are going to use the traditional Rider-Waite tarot, and I'm going to get clarifiers to go a little bit deeper on each one of these. Wow. Yes. Okay. So this is for the clarification for the King of Pentacles. We have you and a love of your life, a soulmate, or you and your higher self, or both. Literally, it can be both. When you're tuned into your higher self, if you are meant to be in harmony with a soulmate right now, that will happen. And guess what, guys? This second week, or the final week of August. Oh man, it is good, you guys. It is good for connecting with love. Okay. I mean, so if you're in a committed love relationship, you're going to be taking that to a new place through fun. Okay. And if you're in a looking for love and are anticipating a new love relationship, if that's kind of the feeling that you're getting, you will really stand a strong chance as you go out and have a good time, or you're feeling alive and having a good time in your life. Then both of those are these two things, being alive and having a good time. Okay. You're going to be able to easily, if it's appropriate right now, easily be able to meet your love partner. Okay, so that's there for you guys. But then we have the High Priestess here. Okay, this High Priestess, what is she talking to us about? She's talking about unlimited potential as you tap into your intuition. So you got all of these answers inside of you. Okay. Just like I had those answers inside of me. And it doesn't matter if all of us are psychic. Okay. So I don't want anybody saying, well, you do this for a living. Who cares? Like anybody could do this for a living if they decide to focus on it. Okay. So, because we're all naturally psychic and intuitive. So this intuitive part of you is guiding you to build your financial empire. Okay. And maybe that is a connection with somebody, and the two of you do this together, or opening yourself up to that love to just help you thrive even greater. Okay. Whatever that looks like for you, it's going to be different for each of us. Okay. So, so now we have you building your empire through wisdom, and connection with your higher self, unlimited potential. Okay. Unlimited potential. I love that for you, mutables. All right. So let's go ahead and get two clarifiers for our King of Wands. King of Wands, our Leo energy here. Ooh, connection with family. Ooh, I like that. So this is where your home life is very emotionally supportive. Okay. Who are those people? Now, it doesn't have to be your immediate family. It can be your chosen family, right? It could be a work family. But who are those people that you're able to step out with, or be the pure version, authentic version of yourself with them? Because it's just like easy to be with them, feel supported, and feel like you're on top of the world. Like everything is going your way. Like you're just celebrating. Ta-da! Look at what we've done. Look at what we have, and this is the rainbow of satisfaction, like the rainbow after the storm, the rainbow of blessings, of promises, of more great things to have, and all of your cups being full, right? That's the 10 of cups. So that Leo card, now Leos are very family oriented. Think about a Leo's, like the lion's pride. Okay. Very, very home. They also represent procreation. So it's pleasure, it's passion, it's procreation, all those P words, right? But Leo is very, very heart-centered, connected to family. Okay. And then for the next clarifying, we have literally a brand new idea, brand new perspective, brand new information. Okay. And That's the swords is. Now the swords is also about the balance between action and intuition. Okay. Swords also means, also talks about being able to make a strong decision based on truth. When you make a decision, you move in a very clear direction. This is clarity. Okay. Clarity, moving in a very clear direction and letting what isn't that fall by the wayside, naturally fall by the wayside. And it feels to me like your family unit is being very emotionally supportive for this decision that you're making in your life. Okay. So we know already, because of that judgment card, that the decisions that you're making in your life are in tune with your higher self. Okay. So we have now Justice. We were just talking about her, Venus. This is Venus wielding that sword of truth. Okay. Of clarity, being able to recognize that what I have put into a situation, I'm getting back now tenfold in a balanced way. Because so remember, she stands for karma. Okay, cause and effect. Because I did this, because my intention was that, because my heart was aligned to, I'm now getting this in my life. Okay, and she will make sure, she will make sure that you get and you are aligned with that path of your truth. Okay, this can also mean a contract. Okay, so if we're looking at this as a whole picture now, what we've been looking at is you getting an opportunity within your within your career, and that it's going to be a contractual agreement. Okay, we could also be talking about a wedding, a marriage, or a committed relationship. That is absolutely true here as well. Okay, because she stands for contracts, courts, law, contracts. Okay, also she talks about if you are in some sort of a legal battle right now, or have been working with some legalities, is working out in your favor. Okay, so anything that you have contractually agreed to is working out in your favor. Anything that is coming your way will be able to, as far as opportunities, you will be able to make a strong, solid commitment in harmony with your truth and your purpose. Okay, and now we have another card of karma here. This is Pisces. Okay, this is Pisces, and Pisces here, it talks about desire being your clarifier. What did we just say? Venus, right? Now Venus doesn't rule Pisces, but Venus is exalted in Pisces. Okay, so what happens is you're able to be able to see any storyline, and that was coming out in my readings earlier as well. You will be able to see very clearly what this subconscious program that's been running behind the scenes, that you have been perpetuating cycles in your life from, is going to be able to be visible, and you're going to be able to extract your attention or rewrite that story. That's more accurate. You're going to be able to actually rewrite that subconscious story easily, and with in harmony with your truth, what you're aligning to. Okay, so you're going to be able to do that here with this, moving towards your call, making this strong commitment. You will be able to rewrite your story, and it is a card of sensuality as well, and also a card of self-undoing. Where have you been self-sabotaging? You'll be aware of that, and that's what you're going to be able to purge. So this looks really, really amazing for you guys. I mean, building your empire, connecting with love. It's I think that career is really the biggest drive here. What you're creatively bringing forward, who you are in the world, and what you're doing to build your own personal empire. Okay, and the connections that you're making for that. What energy it's coming from. I mean, you're gonna be able to purify the energy from where you're creating. That's the big picture here. That's the big picture for this reading. Okay, so what I want to do is use the Tarot of the Sacred Kingdoms to be able to get the final outcome. And oh my God, mutables, who are you? Okay, so what's underneath the deck here is the Two of Pentacles, which is being able to look at this. This is like somebody who is learning how to wield massive energy, being able to direct big energy. Makes sense. And your final outcome is the 10 of Pentacles. This is you in, so in the traditional Rider-Waite, we have the lovers depicted. Okay, the lovers have come together with the influence of Jupiter, okay, and expansion and wisdom to be able to create deep, deep, industrious money. Okay, so that's where you like, maybe you like you develop the next big invention, like what is a sealant for the crack in the windshield of your car. My daughter just told me that one of her friends' parent actually was the one that invented that. That's why that's where that just came from. But maybe you're the next person that or the person that invents the new waffle cone. Who knows? I don't know. But this is in being able to use your creativity in a balanced way, either you and a partner or you and the divine feminine intuition, divine masculine action, coming together to be able to create this beautiful career path for yourself. Okay, so startup, and maybe it is where you're just taking a promotion, but you're doing this in a very balanced way, and it's going to bring in enormous amount of money that is in alignment with your energies. And I love that the driving force underneath here is you learning how to like deepening your understanding on being able to wield energy and how that works in your favor. Okay, we always want to do this from a balanced place, and of course we're looking at the 10 of Pentacles telling us that in fact your chakras, the energy inside of your body, the energy in your field is actually aligned. So if you're feeling a little bit out of whack this week, just know that it is helping to align your chakras, okay? To make sure that you're doing your sound baths, you're doing your light baths, you're doing your, touching your heart and saying thank you, and you are quieting that mind so that you can be in this flow of spirit, because you've got some big stuff available for you, all of you mutables, my Pisces, Geminis, Virgos, and Sagittarius. This is amazing. Okay, all right, so that was terrific. Thank you so much for joining me on that. Now, I just want to say that if you are present, that you can and I don't see anybody present right now. That's okay. It's my first live. But if you do end up joining, and I'm still live, then you can leave your comment about what you're aligning to, what you're manifesting, so that you can win a free reading with me. Okay. All right. So now we're going to move over to our cardinal signs. That is my Aries, my Cancer, my Libra, and my Capricorns. All right. And apparently we're starting with the traditional Rider-Waite for you guys. Okay. So tell me, Cardinals, what is it, Spirit? What is in store for our cardinal signs? What is my initiators? Okay. Initiators. This is what you guys do. Woo! I got all three popped out at once. Okay, all right. So you seem to be going through a little bit tougher of a time, but that's okay. That's all right, because it's taking you somewhere, right? Everything that's happening in our life is taking us somewhere that's meant for us. It's better for us. Okay, so we're starting off here with the Three of Swords. Now, take note that this is a Swords card. This is not a Cups card. Cups are usually what we see when we're talking about emotions. Cups stand for emotion, not usually what we see. Cups stand for emotions, and swords stand for what? Thinking, thought. Okay, so what you're thinking about or how you're seeing a situation is causing a massive heartbreak inside of you, or it's information that you received that is hurting your heart. Okay, this can be betrayal. Okay, it can be. But also, if you continue to see things from that wounded place, you'll continue to keep your heart broken. But it's okay to walk through the storms of life. It's okay to let things, erupt, things that aren't meant for us to be able to leave, or to be able to reassess how we're showing up in that situation, how we may be called the situation in, and what we need to do to remedy those kind of situations in our lives. The rain is so important. It's so important for growth. Okay. So tears, cry it out, cry it out. It's so important. Cry it out. And this Page of Swords talks about new information. So you are actually, this isn't just new information. This is you standing at a higher vantage point. So you are actually able to see with clarity to be able to gain information from your surroundings. So what's going on in your life, cardinal signs? What's going on in your life that you can take a look at in a clear way to be able to see what is it that has been perpetuating heartbreak or calling in or allowing this to be in my life, this heartbreak? What is it? And you're going to get this fresh information. And like I said earlier, that information that you are able to derive from your spirit, from just in this internal knowledge, is going to be huge. Now, it may be inspired from somebody else, but you still have to reflect on that information when it comes from somebody else, right? So now you're going to be getting some fresh information. We also have temperance. Temperance is success is imminent. Success is imminent. Okay. But this is this healing energy of balance between your physical life and spirit coming through. And now it is a cups, right? We have a cups, but it's Sagittarius, which is fire. Okay. And so it's mutable. We know that. How are you using your emotions to intuit the direction of your life? Are you able to relax and be able to get that information that spirit is sharing with you in order to enhance the situation for your own personal growth? Okay. And to be able to heal your heart. Okay. Heal your heart. This is not about forcing anything to happen. It's not about being hardened to a situation. It's about being open to allow those waters to flow freely through us, our emotions to flow freely through us in order to gain insight, in order to be able to achieve what we know we're looking to manifest. Okay. So now let's go ahead and let's get some clarifiers here with the gold foil for each one of these cards. Okay. So first of all, clarifiers for that 3 of Swords, please, Spirit. I'm going to put you guys a little bit off kilter, right? A little bit off. Oh, what? Okay, that was the 3rd card, and the clarifier is Temperance. Temperance is saying to you, yeah, cry it out, let it happen. But success is imminent. You are gaining something significant from this. You are gaining something significant from this. Okay, and it is going to require action. Now, this isn't just like, oh, I'm going to have to make myself move. Now, cardinal signs are not opposed to taking action. You guys are initiating, right? But here's the deal, is that when we have the Page of Wands, this is information. So the pages are messengers, and we had the Page of Swords. We have information coming on how to take action. But if we're using this to be a determining card on how we get that information, know that is information that's going to be derived from an internal source. Again, you may be inspired, but you're going to have to feel that out for yourself. Okay. You're going to have to feel it out, and you're going to be able to do this very easily because, again, we have so much mutable energy on the table right now in the skies helping us. Okay. So tell me more about this Page of Swords, please, Spirit. Tell us about the Page of Swords for our beautiful cardinal signs. That would be Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. Hey guys, thanks for joining me. It's wonderful to see you guys all here. Before I draw these clarifiers real quick, I just wanted to draw your attention to the chat here. I've got a few instructions. If you're wanting to win a free reading with me, go ahead and leave a comment about what you're manifesting. Okay, woohoo! Manifesting healing abilities and to open first energy healing business and my community. Woo! Love that. Love that. Okay. Love that for you. Is it Amari? Amari? I'm not great at pronouncing names, so I apologize. All right. Now, okay, so for our clarifier for this this Page of Swords, what's this information that we're getting? What is this perspective that we're getting? What is the message? And it is around, dun, 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 it is around a new financial opportunity. When we have aces, this means something that you have never before yet experienced. So whatever that heartbreak was, so we clarified first, the clarifiers with the Temperance and the Page of Wands was clarifying this heartbreak, okay? and the information that you're gaining from this new perspective in your life. All right. And it is telling you that there is an avenue for you to be able to gain more financial abundance or material. There's a change in your material world coming. That could be a change in your car, a change in your home, a change, but it's always for the better because this is ace, right? Aces are great. And it's this hand of spirit handing you the answer. That's why I kept saying you got to derive this answer from internally. You got to get this answer from inside of you. All right. Because spirit is the one handing you this new life. Okay. And you're going to be able to see that. Okay. Clarifier for this information. Another clarifier, please, spirit, for our Page of Swords. All right. What did I say about like everything? Everything is happening for you. Okay. So this is where your energy, your emotional state of being is now aligned with everything that you desire. And your cups on every subject begin filling up. Okay. This person isn't chasing after anything. This person isn't trying hard. This person is thankful and in knowing that it's coming. All right. Knowing that's the information you're going to be getting from spirit, knowing that this financial opportunity is eminent for you, cardinal signs. Okay. Beautiful. All right. So we have here temperance. Now let's go ahead and get clarifiers for temperance. There we go. There we go. All right. Okay. So when we have we have two aces here. So we have the Ace of Cups and we have the Ace of Pentacles. So the Ace of Cups tells me that the direction that your life is taking is going to be a new, like, purpose for your life. You're going to be aligned with a new purpose for your life. It's like you're taking the information that you have gained through life experiences and you are now going to be using it in a very peaceful, very inspired way. It's going to be extremely uplifting, extremely joyful, and it's going to feel very natural for you to be able to align your life with this new purpose. Okay. Also, this can mean love. This can mean like somebody having like a newfound declaration of love in your life. This can be in a current relationship. This could be a potential new partner. Okay. But this means enormous love. Okay. And we have now the Tower card. The Tower card. Okay. What did I say today? It was like Jupiter and Mars. This is Mars here. Mars is ruling you, Aries, right? And in Gemini. So of course, we're going to be having all of these ideas and thoughts that are going to change our life. I mean, I'm not kidding when I say that don't force it. Relax and get inspiration from spirit because your life is about to change in a dramatic way. All right. Now, a lot of people can fear the Tower. I don't think so. I think it's a good thing. I think it is big. It is always for us. So let's go ahead. I want to get clarifiers now I want to get a clarifier for the Tower. And I also want clarifier for the, okay, we have the Knight of Wands for a clarifier for the Tower. Action, action, action. This is going to be adventurous action. Okay. Hands on. Leo, we have strength here. So what we're looking at here, this Tower is giving you the ability. So between the Tower and the pursuing the joy that you are being called to, okay, this new purpose for your life, you're going to be able to tame any fears that you have and open up the potential of infinite possibilities. Okay, so you're tapping into this fixed energy of potential. It's fixed because it's a fixed sign, like it's absolute. So as whatever is happening in your life, and it can be eruptive, it can be explosive, it can be sudden, it can be shocking, but know that as you're walking through that, it is happening for your new avenue of finances and what you're going to be doing, your purpose in your life. Okay, what you're purposing your life for. All right, so let's go ahead and get that final outcome for you for we're looking at for what this final outcome from this reading here, these energies that you're working with. Where is it ultimately leading you to? What's ultimately going to be the outcome? Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups. Look at that butterflies around her. Look at her just being able to be in tune with herself. This is Venus in a water sign. Okay. Now, this person is able to, okay, so what the Seven of Cups is talking about is it's a very strong and very dynamic card because it talks about being able to look at what that subconscious program is. It's Venus and Pisces. So Venus says, I know what your heart wants, and Pisces says, I know what your underlying story is. I know what your subconscious program is. Okay. Now it's not really subconscious because we can very easily be aware of it, which is what she's showing us. You can very easily be aware of the subconscious programming going on in your life, the narrative that you're always telling yourself, the storyline that you have. She's meditating. She's quieting her mind and she's looking within. Now Venus is going to say, okay, so now that you've looked within and you can see where you're being inspired to go, and you're able to now look at what the storyline has been, you can, through love and heart-centered energy, be able to rewrite that story, okay? To be able to now harmonize the narrative behind the scenes to match your heart's desires. And this is what this temperance keeps talking about. We have two temperances on the table. We have temperance twice. And this temperance cards are telling you that you have that wisdom inside of you. Tap into source energy. You're going to get the clarity that you need in order to put you on the emotional path to ensure your success. Okay. Now, the Seven of Cups, I told you, is very dynamic. It does come with a warning. All right. It comes with a warning. And this Seven of Cups says, if you try to work out the details too soon before it's inspired, again, temperance here, temper your emotions. If you try to work out the details too soon, too fast, and try to force it to happen, you will find yourself frustrated. Okay? Because you need to be taking every step intuitively. This feels to me like you're getting a really, really strong, like, do you know, like when a car is out of alignment? So a real strong alignment with what your desire is, what your soul wants, your purposeful path. That's what this feels like. It feels like you're someone's taking a look under the hood or under the carriage of the car, and it's aligning everything in the car so that you're driving squarely or steadily, right, in the correct path to fulfill your personal destiny. We have the North Node in Aries. It's in a cardinal sign, right? So you fulfilling your destiny is extremely important to you right now. And like, you're getting this shift to like really like kind of like nestle you into your lane to get you there. And that's what the Seven of Cups is talking about, along with that temperance. Seven of Cups says, hey, make sure that you're being inspired and it's derived through your heart as you take action and you're not trying to force it. Because when you're in delight and you're in harmony with your spirit and you're open to that life force energy and ideas that are coming, when you're open to that, then you're going to be able to get those details sooner and they're going to be able to be delivered, but you can't force them to happen. Okay. So this is just a really, really great, like, this is how you manifest with spirit and instead of trying to make stuff happen. This is how you manifest with spirit. That's your biggest message here. Biggest message for our cardinal signs right now. Okay. Beautiful. Thank you so much, Cardinal. Our Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. And yes, I did have to take notes because I don't want to forget I'm live, right? All right. So that was wonderful. Thank you so much. Again, be sure to comment with your with what you're aligning to, what that path looks like for you, and if you're interested in that extended reading after this, where we will be discussing the readings from earlier this week, and with this reading today. For the extended, join my Patreon. Okay, after this, I will be going live on that Patreon after I finish this live now. Okay, so you'll be immediately following. All right, okay, so let's go ahead with our fixed signs. Hello, Aquarius, Taurus, Leo, and Scorpio. Hello, how are you guys doing with this? You know, my my rising is a fixed sign. So all of this mutable energy has been very refreshing to me. I can be so stubborn, so headstrong in the direction that I'm going. So this mutable energy, as I'm hoping it's feeling refreshing to you also. Okay, all you fixed signs out there. All right, so we're going to actually start with the Tarot of the Sacred Kingdoms. All of the decks that I use are in the description box below. So Tarot of the Sacred Kingdoms, what is in store for with the current energies for our beautiful fixed signs, Aquarius, Taurus, Leo, and Scorpio. Okay. All right. Love this for you guys. Okay. So first of all, we're starting out with the Three of Wands, rooted. Now, if you did watch my readings this last week, we talked about what you began in 2020, December of 2020, having a real strong test of authenticity and rootability. So is it rooted? Can it withstand the winds of change? Can it withstand being restructured? Can it withstand being inspired to go in a specific direction with it, right? That restructuring. Does it need to be altogether restructured? What is it that you have been working on since 2020? What has been your intention? And can it withstand the winds of change right now? And this is talking about being warm, being comfortable, absolutely expanding with your own personal brand of magic there, okay, and rooted deeply. I mean, that tree has been there for a long time. It is grounded, okay? So very grounding energy in what? Page of Cups, information that you're getting from spirit, from your intuition for your creations, okay? What you're creating. Exactly what I was saying. What is it that you want to create? What is it that you're being inspired to do and move forward with? And is it rooted? Does it have staying power? All right. And an Ace of Cups. Okay. Ace of Cups, which tells me that what it is that's going on with you is about using everything that you have received in your life, everything that you have been intending is for your higher purpose, is for your purposeful, your destined work. Okay, so you're aligned with your purpose. That's what you're doing. You're aligned with your purpose. And the Ace of Cups also talks about being aligned with love partner, but being aligned with your purpose is what's going on here. Now let's go ahead and get to some clarifiers here for each of those three cards to go a little bit deeper. Right, using the excuse me, let me get a drink of water here. All right. So using the gold foil now for the clarifiers, we have the Three of Wands. Please. Oh, we got three cards for you. Okay. For the Three of Wands, what you're grounded in. Does it have staying power? Well, first of all, yes. This is literally, this is a mutable sign. Okay. This is Mercury, mutable. Planet that represents two mutable signs in Sagittarius, mutable. Okay. So everything that's shifting and changing and happening in your life is literally about to hit the bullseye, targeted bullseye for your manifestations, for your personal creativity, your opportunities in life, and your growth. Okay. Often means your career. Okay. We have the Six of Swords. Now the Six of Swords, this is a fun card for me. I like this one because obviously you're headed from turbulent emotional times. What, there's the water there. From thoughts that have been creating emotional turbulence to now clear thoughts. But in order to have gained that perspective, you had to go deep down into your own personal hell. You did. Okay, because this card represents the ferry that takes you into Hades. You have to pay the river guide, right? And if you remember the stories, the Greek mythology, that the one of the rules of the underworld is that you have to pay the river guide to give you safe passage into Hades. All right. So you had to actually go down into your own healing journey to be able to see what was going on. What did you keep thinking about? How did you keep perceiving a situation in order to continue to give you an emotional turbulent time in your life? And now that you can see clearly, like, I don't need to see it that way, or I can get the truth about this situation. The truth is going to be what is in harmony with my personal higher self. I can see it now. And now I've got that safe passage, me and anything that I'm responsible for. And I'm not bringing all of that baggage with me. How much luggage do they have with them? None. But they are protected. They are well, and they are headed somewhere. You may be moving somewhere. You may be going somewhere to a new job. Okay. And now this is the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is she's about confidence. She's about knowing that you actually are going to have and can have anything and everything that you put confident action behind. Okay. So you're being called to actually make movement in this career opportunity or in this creative venture of yours confidently, knowing that success is absolutely yours. She's not worried. She's not concerned. She's not listening to everybody else. She's looking, she's watching. See how her head is turned? She's watching for that next opportunity to present itself. She's watching for the clues that are presenting themselves in order to be able to take that action, move that energy. Okay. And it is full manifestation energy because we have the sun flowers showing us it's in full light. It's in full physical manifestation. So everything that we're talking about here is what you're actually taking action on in a very tangible way in your physical life. Okay. So let's go ahead and get that some clarifiers for that Page of Cups. Page of Cups clarifiers for our beautiful fixed signs: Aquarius, Taurus, Leo, and Scorpio. We've got 4 cards here. Yeah. So this is information about your creativity, okay? All right, pages are information, cups are going to be, this is a card about creativity, all right? Where have you been placing your energy, and is it about to yield big dividends for you? Or has it been worth it? Has it been worth it where you put your energy? Okay. What fruit you're getting back. All right. This is this intuitive information that you're getting. All right. We have now a third place solution, or something that you're not quite able to see an answer around. Like you have it in your mind, like it's going to be this way or it's got to be this way. But really, you're blinded to the fact that there's another option available for you. Okay. And now we have the Devil card, which talks about the constriction between the action and the intuition working in harmony inside of yourself because of a belief system. So you're not able to fully manifest and move in the direction that you want to because of some belief. So we're looking at the Page of Cups. We're talking about like, okay, so am I imagining my life? Okay, is what I'm seeing in my life what I have imagined it to be? What we're really getting here is like, have I been living a dream of what's possible for myself in my head, but my life doesn't actually match that? And where's that gap in between? Where's that gap in between? What do I need to be aware of right now in order to be able to move forward and not feel stuck and not feel stagnant in my life, and to be able to actually tangibly experience my life in the way that I imagine it to be? Okay. Now, we have the 10 of Swords was also one of those clarifiers for that Page of Cups. And the 10 of Swords talks about all of these thoughts, all these perceptions, all this communication. This could be like, but having been fighting with someone for a long time, right? So could be because swords are about that, about communication also. So clarity, truth, communication, all of these things that have been like creating this fog, this blindfold inside of you. It's time for it all to come to an end. So you're recognizing in a bigger way how what you're thinking about or how you are imagining your life isn't necessarily matching what you're physically experiencing. This is good stuff, really good stuff, because what's on the other side of that is you aligned with your purpose. You repurposing your entire life. What does that look like for you? What does that look like for you, fixed signs? How can you repurpose yourself? How can you reorient yourself in your life in order to be aligned with your greatest joy and your greatest aspirations for yourself? And we know you got big aspirations. You're fixed signs. We know you got big aspirations. And I think all of us really do. Okay, so Ace of Cups, Ace of Cups, Ace of Cups. Please, Spirit, give us 2 clarifiers for Ace of Cups. Whoa, okay. Got 4 more cards. Whoa, you guys are going through it right now. Fixed signs, you really are. All right, so we got, as a clarifier, Page of Cups. What are you imagining? How are you using your imagination? Also think about how, because this is Neptune in Pisces, and Neptune is in Pisces and is in retrograde, so it's pulling back so you can see clearly, all right, where you're headed, what you've actually gotten, where you've actually been putting that energy of imagination and what it's yielding for you in your life. We also have Saturn in Pisces in retrograde, so that you can actually look at the structures and the practicality. I love to look at Saturn as the great, not just a great teacher. A lot of people say that, but I think of him as a coach. I think about, being in sports and having that coach that's saying, like, you can do one more, you can do one more set, you can do one more practice, you can do one more, give me everything you got in this last one, you can do one more and give me everything that you got. I know you got it in you, and giving you that structure, giving the information to help you fine tune what you need to know in order to be able to be the best version of yourself. That's how I look at Saturn. Okay. And we've got some pretty big Saturn activity this month. Okay. So if we've got Saturn and Pisces, we got Neptune and Pisces, both are in retrograde. We got this Pisces energy coming up twice for you now. We have to look at the practicality and the structures, which is great for you, fixed signs, but have you actually been able to implement those things? Or have you been working off of an outdated structure in your life? That's what we're really looking at. And you've got this internal conflict. Is this egoic conflict going on? All right, I think this is a Leo card. This is that conflict that you have when it comes to the way that you believe things ought to be, the way that you believe things are supposed to be, the way that you have been taught. We got that devil on the table, right? So we really need to look at the way that you have been taught to go about your life, how to approach life itself in order to your interactions with life, in order to be able to move forward with your ideas and in your life, the desires and fulfillment of your desires. There's a struggle going on inside of you about, like, the old way of doing things and understanding how consciousness is actually just moving through you to be able to create life. And you've got a strong grip on that. You've got a strong grip on it, and that's okay, because when we have 5s come up, 5s mean something very beautiful. There's that disruption taking place inside that has you reassessing the way that you're going about it, that creates now liberation. So 5s are both conflict and liberation. So I love seeing 5s. I love this for you. Okay. And here is now looking at anything that has been manipulative in your life, how you have been manipulating reality, which isn't a bad thing. We all are when it comes to manifestation. Okay. How you have been taught. Okay. So the story behind this card here is, he doesn't look like he's dressed for it, but he's actually some sort of soldier. Okay. He's in this military, and he's coming from a camp where the general and the authorities there have been giving him direction and had taught him how we strategically go about war, about advancement in our life, or advancement in this war situation. Okay. For this military action. And this guy here is like, actually, I can see that this isn't the best way to go about it. So I am going to take information that I have. I'm going to leave information behind. I'm going to take the information that is important to me. I'm no longer going to allow myself to be manipulated by either my own mental, disorder or beliefs, or what somebody else has taught me. And I think that that's where those beliefs are coming from. Really what I'm getting for you, Leo, that the beliefs are just what you've been taught. Okay. So you're no longer going to be taking action from that point of what I had been taught, and instead being taking action from a point of clarity, personal clarity. And you're moving forward with a new strategy, with a brand new strategy of your engagement in life. And what is that? Where is that leading you? This is what's happening here is for your personal alignment. This is in the tree of life. This is all of your chakras aligned. This is Jupiter. Where is that guy? This is Jupiter, the wisdom behind everything, supporting your expansion. And this is the divine feminine and the divine masculine that have been bound up in this. This is the lovers here. The lovers are shown 3 times. A in their card, the lovers, B in the devil, and C in the pentacles. Okay. So this is where the lovers, or you and a loved one coming together, somebody that you care about, that you respect on an equal level, you engage in something that is industrious together, a project that is going to support a great deal of money coming into your life, a material, physical manifestation that is. And this is a Taurus card, so we're talking about luxury. This is Venus. Okay, Venus is the ruling planet for Taurus. So we're talking about love. We're talking about pleasure. We're talking about luxury. We're talking about harmony. We're talking about beauty and peace. Okay, all of those things that Venus stands for, you're actually being able to experience with this, either those 2 divine feminine, divine masculine elements of within you, which is your intuition, your action, those 2 parts coming together and working as a whole, or you and a partner working together to be able to, in an aligned way, you're aligning your energy towards this industrious, pleasurable, prosperous life. Okay. So that's what all of that's what this conflict is about. So where have you been fixed on this idea of your life? What is the practicality in being able to change that, or to be able to change the structure, to go about it a different way so that you get the results that you're ultimately desiring? Okay. And so let's go ahead and let's look at where this is all taking you to. The 9 of Pentacles. So we have the 10 of Pentacles and we have the 9 of Pentacles. Okay. So when you can see yourself as this, you're feeling this enormous amount of tranquility and in harmony with your physical life. That's what the 9 of Pentacles is. And the energy that you're putting out, you're getting back tenfold, but in a beautiful, desirable way. So this is you at complete peace with your physical life. Okay. And then look at that. Ultimately, you rise up as the most magnificent version of yourself as of yet, in complete liberation and freedom. You've gone from ashes. You've gone from this, where you're down and out, just starting to open to blessings, open to please show me the way, because you're not dead. You're just taken out, right? This is that ash down here. You're on the ground. You're all ashy down here, but you're rising up as a phoenix. You're rising up as the most magnificent version of yourself yet. And we have this is what Scorpio has available for them. Most represents is the phoenix, the evolution of oneself, the constant chrysalis stage to butterfly stage, the transformation. But that's not only true for Scorpios, it's true for all of us. All of us have every one of those elements and those possibilities, those energies inside of us. And so what's happening for you through this maybe trial some time is the ability to rise up as the most magnificent version of yourself. But you do have to assess, where do I think my life is going? What do I need to do in terms of practicality to change the structures and strategy of my life in order to be able to easily, in harmony, in balance, be able to have the life that I desire. Okay. So yeah, this is absolutely incredible for you, Leos. I'm saying Leos, but I mean Leos, Scorpios, Taurus, and Aquarius. All of you fixed signs. You guys are rising up as the phoenix. the most glorified version of yourself as of yet. So just know that you're going to be seeing this within yourself and your life representing this by the end of the month. Okay, because everything we have, we finish strong and on a high note. All right, for this month. So I hope that this was beneficial for all of you. I love you so much, and Source adores you. If you are interested in going deeper with Q&A and extended readings for the readings for earlier this week on my YouTube channel, or getting more information around the readings that we just saw, please join me now on my Patreon community. I will be live over there. So again, I love you all. Take care, and thank you for joining my first live. I will see you again next time.